Although, it is kind of sweet that she made a jacket out of her and Donald's wedding vows. That's really cool. I like that. Melania Trump. You know those movies where the beautiful but mysterious woman with a foreign accent is actually a secret assassin? And like whatever this lady did must have made Melania so mad, because you realize Trump cheats on her and she's pretty chill about it. But then Melania goes on a flight and all of a sudden she's all like, bitch took aisle seat.
Melania Trump wore a jacket that said, "I really don't care, do you?" And everyone thought it was a fashion mistake. Turns out it was her life philosophy that's making Donald Trump go bonkers. Trevor Noah just spilled the beans on why Melania's cold shoulder tactics are driving Trump up the wall. While he's busy tweeting and screaming for attention like a toddler who dropped his ice cream, she's walking around like nothing matters. And guess what? This calm indifference might be the most powerful weapon against the former president's ego.
After a couple of hours, the doctor told her she could go home, and Melania was like, no, I should stay. I should stay until you check everything out. I stay longer. I would pay anything to know what he wrote inside that card that he definitely didn't actually get. We're like, roses are red, love is a mystery, I had a historic electoral college victory. What have you done with Melania, Donald? What have you done? Because we know she didn't write that tweet. We know that's not her.
Did you know the one thing that drives Trump absolutely crazy isn't Democrats, the media, or even losing an election? It's being ignored by his own wife. Trevor Noah recently pointed out something hilarious that most of us completely missed. Melania's cold shoulder routine isn't just her personality, it's actually her secret superpower against the orange turd himself. Think about it. Michelle Obama was always right there with Barack, holding hands and looking engaged. Laura Bush stood proudly next to George. But Melania, she's rewriting the political spouse playbook by looking completely and utterly unbothered by the circus around her. Half the time she looks like she accidentally walked onto the wrong movie set and is now just waiting for someone to notice.
The fake Melania conspiracy is back after the First Lady's visit to Alabama and Georgia this week. The theory that Melania Trump had a body double for public appearances began in 2017.
I think Donald Trump is trying to deport Melania. No, and you might be asking, why would he want to deport his wife? Every person looks different day to day. This was me like 2 months ago, okay? This was me yesterday when I found out J-Lo is engaged, okay? This was me 3 years ago, all right?
Remember that infamous jacket she wore to visit migrant children? The one that said, "I really don't care, do you?" Everyone thought it was a massive PR disaster, but Noah suggests it was actually Melania's personal manifesto accidentally worn in public. It wasn't a fashion choice, it was a confession. Trump's entire existence is built around getting reactions from people. Good reactions, bad reactions. Doesn't matter as long as people are reacting to him like he's the center of the universe. The man can't even eat breakfast without tweeting about how it was the most tremendous breakfast in American history, maybe ever.
What happened to you personally, or what did you see personally that you thought you wanted to tackle this issue?
I could say I'm the most bullied person on the world.
She was probably like, that's right, husband. I've been secretly seeing a black man, Don Lemon. He was furious because he found out Melania was watching CNN instead of Fox, which, when you think about it, is probably her way of cheating on him. If you've ever wondered what inspired the First Lady's Be Best campaign, well, you need wonder no more.
Noah perfectly compared Trump to a toddler having a complete meltdown in the grocery store, screaming and throwing himself on the floor because he wants candy. Meanwhile, Melania just calmly continues shopping, pretending she doesn't even hear the tantrum. Pure genius. The more Trump tweets, yells, and demands attention, the more Melania responds with what can only be described as the emotional equivalent of a shrug emoji. When he's ranting about voter fraud, she's probably in another room wondering if she should redecorate again. So what happens when the man who feeds on reactions, who literally cannot function without them, gets absolutely nothing from the person closest to him? It's like kryptonite to Trump's ego. His brain short circuits when faced with Melania's "I don't care" attitude because his ego literally can't process being treated as irrelevant. You've got Trump, a man who would argue with a wall if he thought it was ignoring him, ironically the only wall he ever actually finished, paired with a woman who has mastered the art of making him feel invisible. It's the ultimate power dynamic. This invisible treatment isn't just annoying Trump at home, it's creating a bizarre circus around him that even includes conspiracy theories. The fake Melania theory wasn't just some random internet joke. People were genuinely convinced that the First Lady's consistent emotional flatline couldn't possibly be real. Think about it. Her detachment was so pronounced that folks literally thought she must be a body double. When your wife seems so consistently checked out that people think she's a completely different person, you might have a relationship problem, Donnie. Trump has created this ecosystem of bootlickers and yes men around him, people who hang on his every word like it's gospel. His cabinet meetings resembled medieval courts where lords would compete to compliment the king.
Trump cheats on her and she's pretty chill about it. But then Melania goes on a flight and all of a sudden she's all like, bitch took aisle seat. You know those movies where the beautiful but mysterious woman with a foreign accent is actually a secret assassin? Melania has consistently remained the country's most popular Trump. And personally, I love her too. Because we have so much in common. We're both immigrants, and I'm just gonna put it out there, we're both style icons. Yeah. That's right, Melania, this bitch stole your look. I think Donald Trump is trying to deport Melania.
Fox News hosts practically pull muscles trying to praise his every move. Even his rallies are carefully curated to ensure maximum adoration. And then there's Melania, floating through his orbit like she's visiting from another dimension entirely. This stark contrast is what makes Trevor Noah's observation so brilliant. While everyone around Trump mirrors his chaos and intensity, Melania's calm indifference stands out like a vegan at a barbecue competition. She's literally the only person in his life who doesn't feed the hungry beast of his ego. Instead, she's putting that ego on a strict starvation diet with her apparent indifference.
So please, guys, let's stop with this whole fake Melania business, all right? Because it's not true. Although I will say this, if you do zoom in on that picture, there is something a little suspicious, and that is that they're holding hands. Now, the reason I've been thinking about Melania lately is because in the wake of Trump's recent immigration crackdown, I've started to notice something that's got me really concerned. Who is this person that they're firing? Like they're running out of people we know to fire. This is like Walking Dead season 6. Oh no, they killed Derek.
According to Noah, this makes Melania Trump's cool demeanor like kryptonite to Trump's Superman complex. His frequent Twitter meltdowns and public displays of anger might actually be desperate attempts to get any reaction from his wife, but she remains emotionally unmoved, a statue among the chaos. The more he rages and demands attention, the more her blank expression says, "New phone, who dis?" Could this detachment actually be the most brilliant form of resistance against Trump's hurricane of chaos? While political opponents exhaust themselves screaming into the void, Melania might have stumbled upon the perfect formula. Her lack of reaction presents a direct challenge to Trump's desperate need for validation and control. It's a silent rebellion that speaks volumes. So when you think about it, this jacket wasn't just some fashion mess up. It was basically Melania's life manual walking around on her back. I don't care isn't just what she wears, it's how she survives Trump's hurricane of crazy. And honestly, maybe we all need a little bit of that Melania magic. While the rest of us are having meltdowns over every Trump tweet, she's floating through life unbothered like she's got noise-canceling headphones for his entire existence. As Trevor Noah figured out, Melania's secret weapon is just not giving a damn. In Trump's attention economy, her emotional bankruptcy might be the only sane response.